Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first annual Perseverance Award Show. My name is Eric Chalinas. I will be your host for this evening. Tonight, we want to celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of our Perseverance Award athletes. We understand the difficulties of today's day and age where we won't be able to have in-person awards banquets for our schools. So we wanted to come to you directly to able to recognize our Perseverance Award athletes. Tonight, what we're going to do, each athletic trainer from each Say Sports Network school will go over and discuss why they chose their athlete to win this award. To introduce the award, let's go to Program Director Sandy Snow. Sandy?
Thank you, Eric. What is the Say Sports Network Perseverance Award, you might wonder? Well, it is an award that recognizes grit and determination demonstrated by an athlete to grind back to the sport that they love. When an athlete sustains an injury, not only are they dealing with the physical impact of the injury, but also the emotional impact. Say Sports Network athletic trainers are there to journey with these injured athletes and guide them through the recovery and back to play. All Say Sports Network athletic trainers are charged with identifying one athlete from each of their schools that they feel is representative of the award criteria. Now, enough from me. Let's hear who these award winners are and about their journeys.
All right, I will kick off tonight's awards by introducing the Bedford winner. This winner from Bedford suffered multiple knee injuries throughout his high school career. Dating back to his sophomore year, he had a sublux patella that he dealt with for a couple months, and then unfortunately right away tore his meniscus. And from that point forward, was out for at least a year. But within that time frame, he was in my office every day, supplementing times between going to therapy, working hard, always kept a positive attitude, and then was able to return back to this year as a senior football captain. Let's congratulate Hayden Cheney as this season's Bedford Fall Say Sports Network Perseverance athlete. Congratulations, sir. Good job. To present the Say Sports Network Perseverance Award for Bishop Brady, here is the one and thank God the only, Caitlin Metzger. Caitlin?
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. So, this athlete suffered a significant quadriceps injury early on in the soccer season. She had suffered similar injuries in the past, but this one she reported felt much worse. She was stuck on crutches, couldn't walk for a few days, and we didn't know how long she was going to be out. But she committed herself to a rehab so she could get back and help her team. She spent the next several weeks with me, focusing on her flexibility and strength. After 3 weeks of hard work and commitment, this athlete was able to return to the soccer field at her starting position on defense and help lead her team to a successful season. Throughout the recovery process, this athlete was an absolute pleasure to work with. She checked in every day to see what needed to be done. She committed to her at-home rehab plan, and she was always patient, a self-starter, hardworking, and never complained. This year's Bishop Brady Perseverance Award goes to Ashley Bruss. Congrats, Ashley.
Now, let's move on to the dynamic duo of Sarah Horn and Elizabeth Lewis from Bishop Guertin. Ladies, take it away.
Thanks, Eric. So this athlete is a hardworking varsity soccer player at Bishop Guertin High School. During the very first game of his senior season, he sustained a high ankle sprain with a potential fibular fracture. Despite the amount of pain he was in, he stayed calm. He was open-minded about his diagnosis. He was great to work with. After the x-ray had ruled out a fracture, he was diagnosed with a grade 3 high ankle sprain and immediately began rehabilitation to start his road to recovery.
This athlete continued to keep a positive attitude throughout the recovery process and worked hard to be able to play in the last game of his senior season. After a long month of pain management and strengthening exercises, he was able to return to the boys' varsity soccer last playoff game. This athlete continues to show leadership when he's on and off the field, and I am proud to present Sebastian Bernard as this year's Bishop Guertin Say Sports Network Perseverance Athlete Award winner.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the most interesting man in the world, Chip Cloutier, to present the Perseverance Award for Campbell High School. Chip.
Good evening. This year's award winner for Campbell High School, she's a dynamic athlete. She's been a varsity starter since, I believe, her freshman year. I could be incorrect on that. She is a hard worker. She came in about mid-season complaining of leg pain, namely quadricep pain. She was easily diagnosed with a double quad tear, easily palpable on the inferior and medial aspect of her rectus. Rectus, darn near killed us. It was fairly debilitating. She tried continuing to play on it, obviously because she's a hard worker and a great athlete. Found out early on that this was not possible because of the scheduling this year. It was she only missed a couple of games, but it was obvious watching her pace back and forth on the sideline that missing these 2 games was probably going to kill her. So through hard work and determination, she came back rather quickly from something that I thought she was going to be out the rest of the season, and actually helped lead the team to the Division III finals, which unfortunately we did not prevail in. But someone has to win, someone has to lose. Brooke Staunches is Campbell High School's 2020 Perseverance Award winner.
Next to present the award for Central High School, let's welcome Honest Abe D'Onofrio. Abe?
Thank you. So I have the pleasure of presenting this award to an athlete that's been battling SI joint dysfunction since very early in the season after a hard fall during one of the first games. Since then, they've been completely dedicated to recovering and returning to soccer. They would meet with me almost every day for treatment, stretches, and strengthening. They even bought their own foam rollers and other tools to continue their exercises at home and truly did everything in their control to recover. Even though some of the days were rough and they consistently showed up to get better every day with an optimistic outlook. They had to spend several days watching practices or games from the sidelines or with limited participation. Nevertheless, they continued to show up when a lot of other athletes would quit. Their confidence also grew, and they'd be excited each day to show me their progress. Their optimistic attitude and their dedication to recovery in their team makes them the perfect recipient for the Safe Sport Network Perseverance Award. I'm very honored to present this award to Ms. Catherine Olson.
Next to present the award for Goffstown, my wonderful friend, Chantel Filio. Chantel?
Hi, so I'm here to present a hard-working individual who always was able to look past all of his challenges, and there were many, through his recovery. This athlete is a starting offensive and defensive lineman for the Goffstown Grizzlies football team, and he sustained a concussion before even the first game. And it was a long recovery, especially with the shortened season. But he was able to persevere and then return to the field to play in our first playoff game against Bedford High School, which he missed the first game. So, and through his hard work and his dedication, he's the perfect recipient for this year's 2020 Fall Perseverance Award winner for Goffstown High School. And this person is Antonio Capos.
Next to present the award for Memorial High School, the fabulous Madison Giordano. Madison.
Thanks, Eric. This fall's Perseverance athlete spent preseason diligently rehabbing existing IT band syndrome. This athlete showed up for treatment every day, and we saw continued improvement as the season began. Towards the latter half of the season, this athlete sustained a concussion during a field hockey game, and we weren't sure if she would clear the return to play protocol before the end of the season. This athlete really showed me how dedicated she was to her rest and recovery, and she returned before the last game of the season, only 14 days after her injury. It was a pleasure to work with this athlete all season, and I look forward to more seasons with her. Memorial High School's Safe Sports Perseverance Award goes to Bella Filiti. Congratulations, Bella.
Next, Mr. Superstar David Caponegro to present the Trinity Safe Sports Perseverance Award. David.
Thanks, Eric. So this athlete had multiple injuries this fall, but the more severe one for us was his large hematoma that he suffered after getting a helmet to the ankle. Imaging showed the hematoma, and unfortunately, he was not allowed to play for 2 weeks. During those 2 weeks, he showed a lot of perseverance, coming in every day to rehab with me to get rid of that swelling and hematoma buildup. He luckily made his return in 2 weeks and played against Campbell High School and had over 145 rushing yards, but more importantly, had no pain during that game. I'm glad this athlete was able to return to the field, but more importantly, I'm happy to nominate James Tebow for the Safe Sports Network Fall 2020 Perseverance Award. Congrats, James.
And now, certainly not last and not least, presenting the West Perseverance Award, our terrific residents, Tori Reagan and Cassie Lammers. Take it away, ladies.
Okay, so the West High School Safe Sport Network Perseverance Award goes to a girls soccer player who sprained her ankle really early on in the season. She seemed a bit hesitant to come in and get looked at first, but once she came in to get evaluated, she was really eager to get back onto the field and was ready to do whatever was necessary. She worked really hard throughout the process and did all of the rehab and conditioning that Cassie and I put her through without ever complaining about anything. She's the goalie for West and the only goalie currently on the team. So she was ready to play in the first game, which she played the whole game.
Fortunately, she had a little bit of a minor setback where her ankle just was not happy with her. But that didn't stop her. And I think that every athletic trainer here can agree that it's in those setbacks that we truly see the nature of the athlete. And this individual pulled through with such grace. She was able to get back to the field and step into a role as the starting goalkeeper for the girls varsity soccer team. Both Tori and I could not think of a better individual to accept this award. So this year's Fall Safe Sport Network Perseverance Award goes to Kelsey Durham. Congrats, Kelsey.
We just want to congratulate all the winners for tonight's evening's festivities. And we also want to thank Apple Therapy Services and New Hampshire Orthopedic Center for sponsoring this award. We hope you all had a great time. We wish you all the best. Stay safe. And to finish our show, Amy Hollingworth. Bring it to the show, Amy. Let's do the song. Oh, wait, I'm being told that we're running over on time. Sorry, that's it, folks. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.